Morning, guys. So far it's Monday morning. We're 5 days away from the album release. And I got in from a gig about 5 hours ago. I was playing a bar in Newcastle called Passing Clouds, and it was mint. It was obviously bank holiday weekend, and everybody was just having a really good time. I really hope Surf Cafe on Saturday is gonna be similar. As it stands, I think we've nearly sold out. We're at 13 tickets away from selling out, so that seems pretty cool. By the time this video is out, the album will be out as well, so make sure you do check it out. Of course, I don't hold grudges, I write songs. Should be available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, whatever. Yeah, and I'll keep you guys updated as the week goes on. So after yesterday's gig, I snapped 2 strings. One I managed to replace during the gig. The other one I didn't. I kind of managed to get away with playing the last couple of songs without the G string, but I'm not going to get away with that for the 2 gigs I've got to do. So it's about guitar maintenance at the minute. This restrung, and then before the Surf Cafe, or before even the Archer's gig on the Saturday, I'll make sure I've got an entire fresh set of strings on. Hopefully minimalise the snappage, but and confirm you now I'm going to snap a bunch of strings. I've snapped 7 strings in one gig before, which is crazy when you think that a guitar has 6. I think the B string snapped 3 times. It was a great night. Yeah. Welcome to my room. I don't know if you can see much in the back. We've got Ollie Murs lyrics on the wall to match the ones on my arm, and a bit of a football poster in the background as well. I say poster, it's a football shirt. So yeah, we'll get this restrung. So I'm in between gigs. I've just finished one in Choppington, a little bit of a festival kind of style thing. I'm not convinced my covers were fantastic. I think I was a bit off, but you know, you get them off days. Originals, however, went down really well. They really seem to have enjoyed Runaway. I do enjoy playing that live, to be fair. It's got a bit of a different live feel than it does on the track. Of course, track's still pretty good, and I recommend checking it out. I'm off to a pub I pretty much started my music career at. It's a place in Forest Hall. It's called the Flying Scotsman, and I used to do open mic nights every Thursday. I never ran it, I just turned up. I sounded dreadful because I literally just started out. But we did it every week. It was great. I met one of my mates, Scott, there. He used to run it. He's helped a great deal with the album. He's coming on tour next week with us in the Midlands as well. So it'd be pretty cool to get back to the Scotsman and play the gig just before the album comes out, you know, kind of like that sentimental part, you know. Hopefully it goes well. I'll let you know. Cheers.
You're natural, some form of art. Get away, but I keep trying again and again. Don't let your guard down, don't get caught, my friend. Run away, try to catch you. Keep on moving forward and don't look back.
So 2 gigs done today. Just finished Flying Scotsman. Like I said before, it's one of the bars I've pretty much started my music industry with. The camera doesn't flip around. There they are. You know. It was good crack. I chucked a couple originals in. Light Switch went down really well, actually, surprised me. Really hope we get the same reception come Saturday with the big Surf Cafe gig. That's like the gig I'm most looking forward to. But yeah, just loading my car. I'm shooting home now for a fish and chips. And then maybe a well-earned Guinness because I've just done about 13 gigs in the last 3 days. I'm absolutely dying.
Bluetooth connected.
My car speaking to us. So yeah. Morning guys, it's Tuesday. I'm 4 days away from the album being released. So I'm off to a studio room in North Shields called Tracks. I've been there a fair few times. We're gonna go through the set list, start to finish, make sure it sounds right, make sure the songs are gig ready. I've been gigging a fair few favourites from the album recently, but there's some that I've kind of left out in other gigs. So I just need to kind of get everything perfect for everyone who's attending the gig on the 11th, on the 4th, and of course for the 11th when we get down to the Asylum in Birmingham as well. But you know, one step at a time. I'm gonna sort the surf cafe out first and hopefully see a few of you around. But yeah, all set up in the practice room. Pretty much gonna run through the set list and see how it sounds. There's my setup. Okay, loop, mic, over mic, sound end.
Looking at her and she was looking at me. I was falling in love and she wanted to leave. I made sure she was fine, made sure she was well. She said I don't deserve you, but that bull I can smell. And she's out chasing guys that don't give a damn. While I'm sitting by wondering why I'm not the man. I think you made the wrong choice, I think you made the wrong move. And now I'm laughing my ass off because I'm over you. You'll be shouting arrowhead.
So Wednesday morning, I've not got a great deal on. I'm getting my music sleeve tattoo finished today. Early starting on the forearm. I'm hoping to get a street busker. Just busking the street really. We'll see if we can get it all tied together. I'm off to Iron Hand and Whitley Bay to get that done. I've then got an open mic night I run on Wednesdays in South Shields at the Shipping Royal. Basically, if you've never heard of an open mic night, it's where a bunch of musicians, any kind of like ability, whether it's new, up and coming, selling out stadiums, everyone's welcome. You just come and play a few songs, get a few pints in. It's a great little show for the audience and everyone involved. Hopefully I'll get a couple of videos of some new talents and I'll show you how the day goes.
I don't love you, but I need you. I don't love you, but I can't leave you. Well, he loves you, so leave me for him. I bring darkness to your daylight. Do you dream of me when you fall asleep at night? Well, he dreams of you, so leave me for him. They'll say everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but we'll stay. They'll see us waving from such great heights. Come down now, they'll say everything looks perfect from far away. Come down now, but they'll say
You can try to blow my house down with your breath of life spinning my head around. I never, ever, ever want to see you again. see you again. You took me in your arms, said I'd be okay. Thought you meant to, but after a couple.
So, a successful night. Long day, obviously. Spent a day getting a little bit of a drawing done. I'll show you guys when it's kind of healed a bit. And then of course the overnight night at Ship and Royal. We had some great buskers on, as you've probably seen. I'm sure I've put the songs on just before this clip. Do go find them on social media with Scott KEIRS and Lily COOKE Music. Both fantastic, both support me in the upcoming gigs. Lily's supporting the Surf Cafe and Scott is supporting the Asylum in Birmingham. Tomorrow, big day. There's an original gig in Victor's in Sunderland tomorrow night at 8:30. Potentially I'll be playing Filthy's in Newcastle after that. But before that I've got a practice room booked in again where we're going to run over the set list one last time before Saturday's gig. Make sure everything's fined out. So yeah, I'm going to go to sleep because although I'm saying it's Wednesday night, it's actually Thursday morning. So like 1, 2 in the morning, standard time for getting in, especially of recent times. So yeah, I'll catch some Z's and then I'll show tomorrow to you guys. So we're on Thursday, about 2 days away from the album coming out. Tomorrow, the third single from the album, He Loves You, is going to be available on all music platforms. Hopefully that's a bit of a success. What I'm doing today is I'm off to the practice studio. We're going to run through the set list one last time. This is going to be the last practice before the gig on Saturday. And then, as I said before, we've got an originals gig down at a bar called Victor's in Sunderland. And then I'll be playing a bit of a covers gig in Filthy's, but I might chuck a couple of original songs in. Obviously with the album being so close. Today I released a image kind of thing. Basically on the album, inside the physical copies, I've got little cards, like little thank you cards with everybody who's been involved with the production, and obviously what they've done, who was involved, and I'll put that all on social media today. If you haven't checked it out, if you haven't got a physical copy, check out Conor Michael music page. It'll be there either on the Instagram or the Facebook. It's just the little thank you, and you get to see who's helped out, what they've done. If you have a physical copy, if you open up the disc, inside on the left is the little thank you note. So yeah, I'll see if I can get another recording of a clip of any of the songs from the album that I do. I'll see if we can get any footage for tonight. If not, I'll just let you know how the gig goes. But that is my Thursday plans so far.
Mental health will be less around. Sometimes people act like they are robots, emotional lesson programs to ignore. And I wish that I could go back to when we were humans and stand in class and ask for an encore. Hey, hey, hey. Don't know where I would be without you next to me. I'd be lost without you around. And I don't know where I'd be found. And I'll always take us for granted. Yeah, I'll always.
So that is the last solo practice before the gig on Surf Cafe. Tried some new stuff with some new loops. I think they sound right, to be fair. Some are a bit questionable. I might not loop, I might just do acoustic covers, such as Time Machine. I had a bit of a loop practice on it, but it might not be ready for Saturday. I've literally just got an email there saying that we're 7 tickets away from selling out, so hopefully I can push those final 7. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm off to Rehearsal now to pick up some guitar leads, because mine seem to be breaking every other day at the minute. And then Victor's tonight. So yeah, really looking forward to Surf Cafe though. I think it's going to sound mint. So we're just about to set up at Victor's in Sunderland. Tiny mini crowd. Yeah, mint. Sweet, no danger. Just talking to some guy. I do not have a set list made. Going to wing this as we go. Nice little setup. So it's Friday morning. I've just released He Loves You. That is now available on all music platforms. The music video came out at midnight as well on YouTube and Facebook, and I put it on Instagram this morning. It's already hit over 230 streams on Spotify alone, which for an unsigned musician, that's pretty good, you know. Missing It Tonight at the minute is only on 155 streams. Runaway got to about 5,000 in a few weeks. But about 200 in the space of 9 hours it's pretty good. Obviously, we're not at the Ed Sheeran heights where we can just get to billions like that. So thank you to everybody who's been streaming so far. If you haven't yet, obviously, do so after this little video. So today's plans, we've got back in the recording studio today. I've got a few songs to finish for the second album. Some to tighten up, some to start. I've then got 2 gigs tonight. I'm playing at the Stanley Working Men Club at 8 o'clock. And then I'm at Filthy's at 12:30 with Scott KEIRS. You've seen a video of him already in here. Of course, you'll see more of him tonight. Me and Scott are also on tour next week in the Midlands, doing sort of Dudley, Wolverhampton, Birmingham. We come back up to Leeds. And I think I'll do like a little documentary of we're a week away as well. That could be pretty cool. So yeah, that is Friday's plans. And then of course, at midnight, the album is out. I don't know how I feel, because like I was meant to have that released around about last year. It feels weird that it's just been prolonged, and now here we go. We're finally there. So we'll see. And obviously the Surf Cafe tomorrow night, that's the one to look forward to. So we're in the studio today, going over a few of the second album songs with the volume 2 of Conor Michael's stuffs. It's Missing Part of Peace. Came out in January. So we've got a few little song titles there. Yeah. Riverside Studio. Been here like 3 years. Feels like I don't leave. But an absolutely fantastic place. Would recommend 100%. So I'm about halfway through the first gig today. Just keeping sort of old classic tunes with Queen, Elton John. Then there's another 45 minutes here, and then I'm off to Filthy's with Scott KEIRS, and we're going to make a duo. Originally when we started our duo, we never actually practiced. We just turned up with a guitar and a bass, and away we went, and now we just take 2 guitars. Yeah, it's a pretty fun little duo gig. We both come out sweating to the bone, so we'll see how tonight goes. It's a Friday night. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit lively in Newcastle, but there's one way to find out. So it's Saturday morning, and the album's been out for about 3 minutes, and I haven't been able to do much in the sense of promoting it because I'm off to a gig. When I say Saturday morning, I mean we're like 12:05 in the morning, and me and Scott have a gig in Filthy's at 12:30. He's just on his way. I'm walking up the big market now, so it's a fairly lively scene in Newcastle. Yeah, Filthy's, it's one of my favourite bars to play. And hopefully, if it's busy in there, we're in for a good night. So that's Filthy's done. I have managed to snap 5 strings. Someone dropped something. Someone may have fell over.
mode at some point, but she went, I like these.
How was the gig?
Ain't
no party like Connor and Scott
this
party,
is what I want, mate.
Yeah, man. We're going to do a vlog for the tour next week as well. I haven't asked Scott, but it's going to have to be part of it, I guess.
Listen to these.
Do a nice little video vlog. We go to Alton Towers and everything. Yeah, man. Morning. So, it's Saturday morning. The album's been out for 10 hours and 3 minutes. Pretty much all I'm doing at the moment is social media promo. I was hoping to have done it around about midnight last night. I took the laptop with me, but it was just kind of back to back on the gigs. I kind of lost track of time. So yeah, it's just the promotional kind of thing. Then I have to restring a guitar because I snapped 5 strings last night. I managed to restring 3 of them, and then we kind of just winged it for the last 3 songs. After that, busy day, of course. We've then got sound check at Archers, about 2ish, 2:30. Doors will open for 3. And then I've got sound check at Surf Cafe from 5ish. Doors open there at 7:30 tonight. And then, of course, that's the big gig. I think I've been planning the Surf Cafe since the beginning of 2020. Originally, it was just going to be a birthday gig. I was turning 26 last year and was just going to do the Surf Cafe, have a few drinks, and just have a good time. And then, obviously, with the pandemic, everything got pushed back bit by bit. So, once I realised I could get the album out, I was hoping to get the album out April, but again, pandemic, it was best to try and get it out when everything was died down a little bit. So, pushing that around September time, then bring the album September. I've never been more excited for an album, for a release, if anything. Obviously, I've had a few singles, a few EPs. Some EP, I'm not happy with some of the EPs, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm extremely happy with the album. I think this is like the beginning of something. This is the best thing I've produced so far, and judging by what I've done in the studio, there is a lot better to come as well. I couldn't be more happier with the second album. So it is a progression thing. I'd never really had any experience in the music industry until the last few years. And just being able to wing it has been pretty magical. So yeah, I'm gonna finish off the promo stuff. I'm gonna get ready. We're gonna go and do a bunch of sound checks. And we're gonna have a really good day. And I'll hopefully keep you guys posted throughout. So I'm gonna show you guys the Archers gig. Falling up the stairs. Classic Connor. Archers, like music this way. Used to be church. And here's the bar. There's Sarah. Say hello, Sarah. My vlog.
Your vlog?
My vlog.
Okay, vlog.
The room. Some new music playing on the stereo systems. And of course there's the bar. So the Archers gig was fantastic. It is a great little venue in Tynemouth. It specialises in original music. I get 10% places, bands or artists going there to play covers, but I'd 100% recommend go check it out. It's very rare you get a pure original venue. It's just in the Land of Green Ginger upstairs. I'm now driving, I don't know if you can see from the sea view, I'm driving across the coast, which means one thing only, that I'm just looking for parking right outside of Surf Cafe. I'm really excited for this gig. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because this is the big gig. You know, if I ever do Wembley, this is the big gig. This is the start. You know, this is the gig that's just pure originals, pure solo loop pedal, pure Conor Michael really. And it feels weird that I'm finally getting to do this because, as I say, there's parking here, sorry. As I say, I've been booked in for like the last year and a bit throughout different various dates, all because of the coronavirus. But the day's finally come. The album is out. Everybody seems to be enjoying it. The Archers gig, they were loving it. It was just the acoustic version. This is going to be the actual loop pedal, the actual get a crowd involved. and hopefully it's going to be really good crack. We'll see, you know. I might get a couple of videos of the actual gig as well. I make no promises. I'm going to be a little preoccupied, but it really depends if I can get some people to get a couple of recordings. Yeah, fingers crossed this goes well, and I'll let you know how it goes. So I've just done a sound check at Surf Cafe. You can hear in the background we've got Lily. This is Lily's mum. Say hello to the vlog. Yeah, I'll do a front flip.
So it's the morning after the Surf Cafe. What a gig that was, you know. That is the biggest gig I'll ever do. And I'm not gonna lie, I was bricking it from start to finish. And I got about 6 songs till the end where I kind of started feeling a bit more comfortable where I was at. But the crowd was fantastic. It wasn't just a crowd of people I knew. There was people I didn't know. And not just people that had like heard of myself, you know. They were just people who were like, oh well, we come here for live music. And the best thing about that is it kind of broadens the audience. There was a gaggle of lasses come from Ireland to Newcastle to have a bit of a weekend away. They chose to come to the Surf Cafe last night. So hopefully I did
I did it justice, and we've got a bit of a following going abroad. A massive thank you to Lily Cook, who was the support yesterday. Thank you to Surf Cafe for letting me be there. Thank you to everyone who turned up. Like I said, this is my biggest gig I've done or ever will do. Not capacity wise, but in like sentimental wise. Like, this is the start. This is where the album kicks off, really. I've got a band practice for a cover band today, and then I'm in with a gig in it's a Darlington-ish way. It's a place called I can't remember its name, Bonnymoor, I think. Don't hold me on that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'll keep the videos going to see how the rest of this day goes. Obviously end the weekend right, and then up early tomorrow to pick Scott's KEIRS off, and we're off to Alton Towers, and we start the Midlands tour then. So thank you everybody who's been watching. I'll see if we can get a couple more videos of the rest of the day, and I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Cheers.